And just a quick side note, if anybody didn't realize, nothing came last week. There was no a whisper of anything, an earthquake, a hurricane,
Right.
a storm,
I
not even
know.
a whisper of wind.
I know you watch. I mean, I watched one video that linked it to the Deep Impact movie, and it was going to get the same kind of. Elenin's going to cause the same problems.
Yeah. So here you had the 3-day moratorium, the KTI, which you and your husband Craig were instrumental in making with the Lithuanian Peace Festival um, last weekend. And Elenin had made 3 passes before that were supposedly linked to 3 of the major earthquakes. The last 3 times it had made an alignment.
That's
Here
right.
last weekend it made another alignment, but since KTI and others had for for 3 days focused on just peace, nothing happened. Now people would scoff at this probably and go, sure, it may be just a coincidence that this happened, but was specifically made by God's hand, by God's inspiration through several people to shift this energy of Elenin. It's not really the comet itself.
Right.
It's the thought and the intention of the people's beliefs. So what you did, Suzanne, was shift that energy of negative and fear to peace, and you neutralize this comet. Would that be accurate?
Well, quite frankly, I'm just a tool.
Yeah.
And it's people that's doing this. I mean, I'm basically just giving the information. And the world wants peace. And once the world was given a choice, do they want peace or not? They basically said, yes, I want peace. And as I said in the last video, my brother said, okay, so if nothing happens, all you've lost is you have to watch the news for 3 days.
Yeah.
To him, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who basically are not religious in any way, shape, or form, or for that matter, even spiritual, could actually get behind the notion, what if it's possible? What if my not watching the news and thinking about peace and beautiful things could make a difference? And I think a lot of people did that because, no, scratch that. I know a lot of people did that because otherwise it wouldn't have been possible to connect the world to the purple dots, which ultimately, I know this sounds a bit crazy, is my way of connecting or demonstrating my connection through my heart to every heart on the planet. And again, that sounds a bit grandiose. We are all energy and we're all connected. And it's something that I really truthfully believe that we can make a difference. And with my connection, which, oh, well, it would take way, way too long, is to do with me being a door. It connected back to
A door.
11 years ago, initial of which was about Peru. And 11 years ago, we were sent to Peru on a mission where I was told I was going to be a door.
You and Craig.
I was going to be a door.
You were going to be a door.
I was going to be a door. I mean, that is just so far removed from my.
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. What does that mean? And I think when you can wrap your mind around the fact that everything is energy, we're all just vibrating energy. Nothing is real. Nothing is solid. Then you can actually maybe begin to understand. And I've had several experiences, as you know, with becoming energy and finding myself non-physical, shall we say. Anyway, that trip to Peru involved visiting mine sites, sacred mine sites, in both Peru and Bolivia, because we went to Lake Titicaca, the island of the sun and the island of the moon, And we also went to Tijuana.
There's some amazing sites. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
sacred sites around the world.
The energy, you have no idea how much powerful energy are in these sites. And you can see why the Mayans have, built these sacred temples and places, because they radiate. They are power points on the earth. We tend to call them ley lines that connects the earth. And the most powerful one on that trip was Machu Picchu, which has a 6 mountains. Apparently, goals connect a 6-pointed star of electromagnetic energy. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to scoff at that. It doesn't matter whether you can prove it or not. It's something that we were spiritually told. And the 3 sites I had to go to, Machu Picchu, and I still shake my head at this. I had to literally stand at 3 sites where there were obelisks laying on the ground and raise my hand and basically command. I prefer to say call on the powers both above and beneath the veil to activate the Holy Spirit in the hearts of the children of the true Father. And what was amazing was I did that 11 years ago and left. Nothing happened, and it never really made sense. But when I was on the phone listening to the meditation, and also in my mind's eye seeing my friend Crystal in front of the computer with her wand, I was like reminded of what was going on in Machu Picchu. And I realised what was happening. I was being shown that he was connected. So at that point, we were able to connect those sacred mind sites, the energy, and that all of that led to the purple dots. And this possibility, but it's really it's up to us.
Wow. So you're a doorway, and you were guided there. You were asked to go there by God, by the Father. You and Craig on a journey. And this is why, if I might touch on maybe a funny subject for you, your voice is like this, the way it is.
Oh yeah.
Not only are you English, but you have a hard time speaking because of your voice.
Yeah.
Because of this energy that I think you said.
Absolutely. It's my ability to connect to the world through my heart is connected to me being out of phase and basically being in the world but not of it. I see myself as a tool, and my ability to operate in this plane of existence, for want of a better word, involves being able to be connected to multiple different places at multiple different times. So I was able to be here, present, on the phone, listening to Dr. Callahan, at the same time connected to Crystal in the Midwest, at the same time connected to every single country in the world, simply because I was able to disconnect from being locked into this time frame.
Not to mention being back at Peru.
Exactly.
At the same time.
So it
We're
was
talking transcending time here.
Exactly. It was basically the energies were all connected, and I don't think it was until we watched Matrix that it really, really resonated how much we don't know this earth is not real. It is just like a computer program.
Yeah.
With dots representing every single form and thing you could think of.
Yeah.
It is incredible how it works. But now we have this wonderful opportunity. But unless we can get the word out, so that's why I'm doing this again now, because we really need everybody's help to do this.
So October, what's the date again?
October the 26th. Well, actually, the deadline is October the 28th.
October the 28th is the end of the Mayan calendar.
Right. That's when I've been told we will need to remove the purple dots.
Okay, so
Basically.
we're looking for 144,000 names to be on the KTI map for peace, and every country needs to have a light on it, because if you look on the map now, there are several countries that don't have names on it. 127.
This count. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have Austria, Italy not represented. We have the whole of Russia not represented.
Yeah. So, Suzanne, I know you have your faith has been unwavering, and I've known you quite a long time. And you're a remarkable woman. You and your husband Craig are both remarkable people.
Yes, you are.
And I've never known anybody to be so dedicated to their work, and it just inspires me personally. And I'm so honored to be able to interview you at this time. A lot of people would probably be wondering, what is she talking about? A doorway. Who is this woman? And so I think in the next video that we make, or the interview I do with you, we are going to touch on that at a much deeper, more personal level, and hopefully I'm going to shed some light on to exactly who Suzzan Babcock is. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.